All right, this is Jimmy Cab's Tape the Broadcast, 5150 interview series in Bulldozer Magazine here at Dark Realm Records. Wow, let me say that again. Dark Realm Records in Downey. For those of you that are LA natives, you know what I'm talking about. For those of you that are not LA natives, you still know what I'm talking about. Very obscure, very underground, very extreme, very real record store. So before we start, make sure you come by here and buy some goodies. Real quick, before we start the interview, every time I come to this store, it reminds me of the old Private Eye. Were you guys influenced by Private Eye Records? Do you remember Private Eye Records back in the day?
I do remember it, but to be honest with you, I never went there, so I can't really say what they look like or whatever. But I was aware of that store. I just never went there.
For those of you that are old men like me, this is Private Eye 2016. The same spirit, the same atmosphere, the same great underground shit. All right, let's get it started. Sadistic Intent. I don't need to explain myself. For those of you that are familiar, for those of you that are not, you still know the legacy, you know the history. Long time, old school, over what, almost 30 years now? 30 years, credible, real deal, extremely underground, Sadistic Intent. Rick and Bay, thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Cool.
2016, you've been very busy. You've been touring the world. You've been doing your business. You released a new, what is it, like a 7-inch?
It's a split. It's actually a full 12-inch LP and stuff. So it's a split with good friends of ours, Pentacles from Holland, and it's a couple new songs.
Say that again?
It's a couple new songs.
Couple of new songs. One of the bands that I've heard so much ridicule, so much bashing, so much controversy is the fact that you take your sweet time putting out what you want. So let's say that again. 2016, there's a split. New songs?
Yeah, we got 2 new songs with our good friends of ours, Pentacle from Holland. Yeah.
Iron Pegasus.
Iron Pegasus, released on Iron Pegasus Records in Germany.
Well, basically, we have a song called "Death Is Coming," and we have a song called "Numbered with the Dead," and we had Bill Matoyer, which is a legendary, metal producer here in Los Angeles.
Legendary.
He was willing to work with us, and honestly, at first, we weren't even sure if he'd work with us, to tell you the truth, because
Why
he
did
just
you think that? He's worked with all the legends.
well. He doesn't work with just any band, so.
But you're not any band.
Yeah, I don't know, but we basically wanted to just track the drums there,
Right.
and we went into the studio, and once we got to the studio, we started talking more, and he basically wanted to work with us. He said, "Hey, I want to be more than just the drums," and he ended up helping us out with the guitar tones. And he did a mix, and then we took over the mix, and we basically he gave us like the first shaping of the sound, and we just kind of did the fine little details that we wanted to do with it.
Nice.
So it was it was a good experience working with Bill, and like Bay mentioned, it's going to be a split with Pentacle, which is a good old school death metal band, old friends of ours, and. We're just glad it's finally done.
One of the things that, first of all, right off the bat, that you worked with Bill Matoyer, that blew my mind. Bill Matoyer is legendary in his own right. How did you feel going into the studio with such a mastermind like Bill Matoyer?
It was it's hard to put into words, but put it this way. I mean, the name Bill Matoyer for me goes back to the old school Slayer records.
Right.
And, back, Show No Mercy, Haunting the Chapel, Hell Awaits, those records, listening to Slayer back in those days and just staring at the lyric sheet and just watching all the credits. Bill Matoyer, that's that name. And, so fast forward, I don't know, 30 years, whatever it's been since back.
We don't want to brag about that. But
it's been a while.
you guys still look sexy, man.
We, to be in the studio with him, I was like, oh shit, we're here with Bill. This is cool. It was a, really, he's a real cool guy. I just could say positive things. It's
very, very rewarding that here you are in the studio with new songs, And here you have someone that's so credible who it has a long history of knowing how to nurture and how to develop bands within that realm. Let's talk about the new material. How would you describe this new Sadistic sound?
I think it's a continuation from the Resurrection. I think it's heavy. This is going to be heavy. Probably what people expected from us on the Reawakening Horror Thoughts. But I mean, I don't know. I like it. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be fast, sadistic style. That's how I could describe it.
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's basically classic Sadistic Intent. We have our type of thrash beats. We have it's like a little roller coaster ride of what we do, and I think it's like Bay mentioned. I think it's compared to Reawakening Horror Thoughts. Reawakening, we're proud of what we did, but in reality, it was a different approach. None of the songs were really new Sadistic Intent songs, and this time it is. So I think this is more the Sadistic Intent of the continuation. I guess we're pretty much known a lot for Resurrection of the Ancient Black Earth. That's pretty much, I feel, this is a continuation of that. So it's kind of it's not going to be the same songs. Obviously, it's different songs, but it has the continuation, that feel. So.
One of the things that I've always respected about Sadistic Intent is you've always been able to maintain the premise, the full foundation of what you want the band to be. No outside interferences or influences. You've never strayed or have never been contaminated by what is so-called popular in the day and age. Be that as it may, new music, when you're writing and recording new music, does the legacy of Sadistic Intent, the older material, which is so pivotal, which is so documented worldwide, does that influence you? Does that hang over your heads when you're writing new music? Is it stressful?
I mean, we don't really think about it. I mean, we just come out with some songs that come from within you, I guess. I mean, it just has to be within... I don't know. It's it just comes out. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. It comes out. I'm not really listening to our old stuff and like, oh, fuck, I gotta write stuff like this. Rick writes a lot of the music and stuff, so it'll probably be a good question for him. But when I come up with riffs too, and I just try to come up with some heavy stuff, and I don't really base it on our old stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just comes from within.
I think it just comes natural. To be honest with you, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean?
Thank you for that.
Because like sometimes some bands they might have started out heavy in the old days, and now they're kind of, like a way different, a whole different style. And with us, I think we've kept it heavy all these years. We still have the energy to do what we do. Because it does take energy to our kind of music is it's pretty aggressive, I think, and we still have that within us, and like I said, I think we just do what we do, and it comes out Sadistic Intent style.
Yeah, like me and Rick, like we kind of like when we get together, we'll start coming out with some stuff, and it's just like we kind of blend it, and it works, It's just. I come a little bit more basic riffs, and Rick some of more little technical, but it's just all mixed together, and it works, It sounds, I don't know, it sounds heavy, it's dark,